Hey everyone, and welcome to RUBIN'S Mind Lab, where we break down the latest research into what it really means. Do you ever ask a question to your phone or computer and just accept the answer it gives you without really thinking about it? Today we're diving into a fascinating new idea called tree system theory. It suggests that our brains aren't just using two ways of thinking fast or slow, but are now interacting with a whole new kind of thinking system, an artificial one brought to us by AI. This research asks a big question as AI becomes more and more a part of our lives and our thinking. How does it change the way we make decisions, and what happens when we just blindly accept what AI tells us? For a long time, scientists have thought about how we think using something called dual process theories. These ideas basically say we have two main ways of thinking. System one is our fast automatic thinking, our gut reactions, our intuition. It's quick but sometimes a bit sloppy. Then there is system two, which is our slow deliberate thinking. It's when we really focus, analyze, and try to figure things out logically. It's more accurate but takes a lot of effort. But here is where AI comes in. Our current ideas about thinking kind of assume that all thinking happens inside our own heads. But now we're constantly using AI tools like ChatGPT or navigation apps. These tools aren't just helping us, they're actually doing some of the thinking for us. The researchers here say this is more than just being lazy and trying to save mental effort. They've come up with a new term for it: cognitive surrender. This happens when we stop thinking for ourselves and just accept the answer that an AI gives us without really checking if it is right. It is like we're giving up control of our own thinking. So they propose a new way to look at thinking called tri-system theory. It adds a third system, the artificial one, system 3. This is the thinking that AI does. It's outside our brains, it's automated, and it's driven by tons of data. It can work alongside our system 1 and system 2, or even replace them. They see system 3 not just as a tool, but as an active partner in our thinking. It can give us fast answers that stop us from using our intuition or bypass our slow thinking. But the danger is that we might just accept these answers without question, leading to that cognitive surrender. To test this idea, the researchers did some clever experiments. They used a special kind of test called the cognitive reflection test, which is designed to see if people are using their fast intuitive thinking or their slow deliberate thinking. They had regular participants who only used their own brains and others who could use an AI assistant. The really neat part is that they could secretly control how accurate the AI was for each question. So sometimes the AI would give the right answer, and sometimes it would confidently give a wrong answer. This helped them see if people were really thinking or just following the AI. In study 1, they looked at how system 3, the AI, actually changed people's thinking. They found that people used the AI assistant quite a bit more than half the time. And when they used the AI, even if it gave a wrong answer, people mostly just went with what the AI said. They only questioned the AI about 20% of the time when it was wrong. That is a lot of following blindly. And the results on accuracy were striking. When the AI was correct, people got more answers right than if they were just using their own brains. But when the AI was wrong, people got significantly fewer answers right than if they had no AI at all. It's like the faulty AI actively made them make more mistakes. This is the hallmark of cognitive surrender. The results were tied to the AI's accuracy, not their own thinking. And here is another interesting twist. Even when the AI was wrong, people felt more confident about their answers when they had used the AI. This is super important. More confidence even when you are wrong means you are even less likely to question things in the future. Then they wondered what happens when we're in a hurry. In study 2, they added time pressure. You know how when you're rushed, you tend to rely on your gut feelings more and less on careful thought? Well, the AI seemed to amplify this. As expected, when people were under time pressure, they got fewer answers, right when they were just using their own brains. But if they used the AI even under pressure, their performance followed the AI's accuracy. The AI's help buffered the negative effects of time pressure if it was correct. But if the AI was wrong, they were as bad or worse than if they had no AI and were rushed. Okay, so what about incentives and feedback? In study 3, they gave people money for correct answers and told them if they were right or wrong after each question. This is supposed to make people pay more attention and engage their system to deliberate thinking. And guess what? It worked to some extent. When people could earn money and got feedback, they were much more likely to not follow the AI's advice if it was wrong. They started overriding the AI more. This shows that cognitive surrender isn't set in stone, it can be changed. Overall, the researchers found that cognitive surrender is a pretty strong effect. Their big analysis across all the studies showed that people's accuracy basically mirrored the AI's accuracy. If the AI was right, they did well. If it was wrong, they did poorly. They also found that some people are more prone to this surrender than others. People who trusted AI more were more likely to give in to cognitive surrender. On the flip side, those who like to think things through more for themselves, measured by things like need for cognition, and those who were generally smarter, fluid intelligence, were less likely to completely surrender. So what does all this mean? The tri-system theory is a big shift. It acknowledges that AI isn't just a tool, it is becoming a part of our cognitive landscape. Cognitive surrender means we're not just offloading tasks, we're actually handing over judgment. The reason this happens seems to be because AI's answers are often presented in a very smooth, confident way. This makes us feel like they're correct and lowers our guard. We don't get those nagging feelings that something might be wrong, which usually makes us switch to our slower thinking. This has huge implications for society. Think about financial advice, medical decisions, or even legal research. If we blindly trust faulty AI in these areas, the consequences could be severe. We need to be careful about how we design these AI systems and how we educate people to use them. The researchers suggest that AI designers should think about how to encourage collaboration, not just blind acceptance. Maybe AI interfaces can show us when they're uncertain or give us clearer explanations. And for all of us, we need to develop digital literacy skills to understand when to trust AI and when to dig deeper ourselves. Now, of course, no study is perfect. These experiments were done in controlled settings. Real life is messier. Also, they mostly used one type of reasoning test. We need to see if these patterns hold up in different kinds of thinking and over longer periods of time where people might learn to trust or distrust AI more. So in a world where AI is everywhere, we're not just using it, we're thinking with it. Tree-system theory and the concept of cognitive surrender help us understand this new reality. It is not about saying AI is bad, but about recognizing a fundamental shift in how we make decisions and the new challenges it presents to our autonomy and our understanding. It makes us ask, what does our intuition and effort mean when a brilliant artificial partner is always ready with an answer? How do we stay in control of our own thinking? These are vital questions for our AI-powered future, and this research gives us a solid starting point to explore them. What do you think about cognitive surrender? Are you someone who tends to trust AI answers quickly, or are you always ready to question them? Let me know in the comments below, and if you found this useful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to RUBIN'S Mind Lab for more explorations into the fascinating world of psychology and human behavior. See you next time.